Hello and welcome, my lovely fans. I'm now gonna go live, and we're about to see. We're about to see how this was gonna play out. I promised you I will stream every day, but today I'm extremely tired, so it's probably gonna be a shorter stream. But aside of it, just to announce that Vlad is going to battle very hard. Yeah, Vlad is gonna go any underdogs this card. I'm gonna share it very much soon. I'm gonna share it. Uh, Not many underdogs on this card, unfortunately. I don't have many of them, which is. I know it's a bit like. I have so many bets, but on this card. I mean, Lacerda sounds like a decent underdog. I usually have like 2, 3, 4, but on this card, so tricky. Such a tricky card, man. I have so many favorites. I have so many fights not going the distance, and I have so many weird picks. Yeah, so many weird picks. But let's see. Let's open the whole card. No, I'm not going with Laziz. No, not going with Laziz. I'm not going with Laziz at all. I'm going with Alves. I think Alves gonna win. Let me see. Do I have some underdogs? Uh, oof, 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 oof. Maybe Paul Craig, but I bet no distance on that fight. But maybe Paul Craig. Who else? Lacerda has decent chances, but definitely giving the greatest chances to Paul Craig and Daniel Marcus. Hello, Colby. How are you doing, man? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, this is gonna be a very short. Like only gonna stream half an hour. I'm thinking two bets: 7-5-0 on Andrade, Jose Nunez, Burns, Almeida, and Glover Hill, etc. Well, that's okay. Got Invicta in a few hours. Looking forward. Yeah, but Vlad is going to sleep. I'm having a lot of work tomorrow. Second bet 2-5-0 on Moreno to win. Moreno is a riskier bet, so good luck with that. Last money on Moreno as it's a riskier bet, but Andrade to win, agree. Josie Nunez, I think she's gonna win, but I didn't bet on her. I bet on Burns, yes. I bet on Almeida, yes. Glover Hill inside the distance. These are my bets aside of Josie and Nunez, so yeah, these are my bets. Got to say, this looks like really much decent piece of play. To me, looks like a very decent play, at least to me in the first place. I mean, Moreno can come. Don't get me wrong. Moreno can come, but I'm not thinking like Moreno is an easy pick. It's like it's a harder pick for me. It's a harder piece of play, harder pick for Moreno. Moreno is great evens money, considering he's getting better and Fig is older. Yeah, but Moreno changed his coach. That's a problem number one. Problem number two, they are fighting in Brazil. Problem number two is the fact that they are fighting in Brazil. That's the problem number two. That's something that actually scares the shit out of me. That fact that they are fighting in Brazil. If both bets come true, the profit is 1100 quid. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. If you win, that's gonna be really awesome. I mean, I think first bet is probably gonna go through, but second, like Moreno, it's like 50-50 fight. So I've got fight starts round 4 for that, but I didn't bet on that fight. I didn't make a bet on that fight. I guess you know why. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to guess why. Yeah, I have Warl Elvis, and I don't think Laziz is gonna defeat Bonfim. No, I don't think Laziz is gonna defeat Bonfim. Simply don't see this happening. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice profit if you win. That's going to be a really, really nice profit. Which fight is the hardest to predict in your opinion? Moreno Figi. Moreno Figi, absolutely. Moreno Figi is even fight to me. Like, very much even fight to me is Moreno Figi. Extremely hard. Like, only fight starts round 4 makes sense to me, or fight starts round 3 in that fight. I mean, if you're talking about picking sides, also hard fight to predict is, for example, if you're picking sides, Bonfim versus McKinney. Bonfim Laziz is pretty much hard to call. I mean, if we're talking about picking sides. Marcos Oliveira is not easy. Hello, my fan of the year. I think Craig and Walker is also close. Yeah, no distance on that one. I'm not going to stream very long tonight, just to know, because I was having wrestling class and I'm extremely tired. My IQ Figgy Sigma, he won't lose, bro. If I really must pick a side, I would say Figgy. But if I really must pick a side. But that fight is so 50-50 to me. But I would pick Figgy because James Krause and Moreno, you know that they have a history, etc, etc. If you're asking like, Vlad, which side you gonna call? Vlad is going to call Figueredo to win, but I'm staying away from that fight. Honestly, I'm staying away. I just think it's too risky. I love Figgy, but Moreno was winning most of the last fight besides the knockdowns. Yes, he was. I'd pick Figgy too if he gets to plus 115, plus 120 inside the distance bet, but probably won't get there. I'm not betting that fight. Looks sharper against KKF. Absolutely, man, but he's changing coach. You know that James Krause is banned. So it's a stressful situation once you have to change your coach. It's a really, really stressful situation. Oh, I have a lot of bets on this card. He wrote in the previous part of the chat. You can scroll the chat, man. Yeah. I released my bets yesterday. I have so many of them on this card. I actually have 7 bets, which is not normal for me. Like, I have never had more than 4 bets on this card. I have 7. Maybe it's insanity, maybe. Maybe it really is. Maybe it really is an insanity. I don't know how to call it, but I'm trying. I don't know, man. I have never had 7 bets on any card. What does it pay? I put like $10 on each of them, but majority of them are heavy favorites. I'm going to tell you what I have. Uh, I have Bonfim McKinney not going the distance. That's one bet. Second bet is Jailton Almeida to win. Third bet is Teixeira versus Hill not going the distance. Fourth bet is Gregory Rodriguez to win. Fifth bet is Paul Craig versus Johnny Walker not going the distance. Sixth bet is Jessica Andrade to win. Seventh bet is Gilbert Burns to win. These are my bets. And I also have a parlay for very, very little amount of money. All those tips. I might place a huge bet at some points this year, like 10K. Yeah. I read you my bets. Yeah, I have 7 bets on this card. I don't know what happened to me. Literally, I got no idea what happened to me, but we'll see whether it's gonna play out or not. I mean, let's see. Let's see. If everything comes to fruition, I'm gonna profit nicely. If everything doesn't come to fruition, then I'm going to lose. I mean, we will see. That's why you call it betting. Hello, Mido. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Well, it should be easy betting card. I mean, it should be, but we'll see. We'll see. I didn't get notified. Why? Maybe it's some problem. Maybe it's some problem with notifications. Uh, I don't know. It happens from time to time. Other people also complain about the lack of notifications. I don't know. Probably some YouTube issue. I hope they're gonna fix it. My day was trash, but I'm doing good. What happened? No, really, what happened? The only questions on my parlay are if Burns can't handle the jab of Magni or if Josian Nunes gets hit coming in. Well, Josian Nunes is risky to me. That's why I didn't play her, but I think she's gonna win. YouTube intentionally does it to see if the subscribers check on the channel or not. I know you're checking. Zara fairness poo-poo though, yes. Family issues and such, it's stupid, don't worry about it. Oh, okay, man. I mean, okay, if you don't want to talk about it, I respect that. I respect that. That's not a problem to me. Yeah, to check whether subscribers really check or not. But I mean, subscribers are choosing whether they are going to follow me or not. I'm just gonna have a short stream tonight. I would have a longer stream, but I will stream for 17 more minutes as I'm really, really getting into the spirit of things. I'm having some unsolved stuff, etc. And yeah, YouTube is pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, many people complain that they don't get notifications. Zara might be the worst fighter on the roster. Yes, I agree. I actually think Josie Nunes is going to win, but I didn't bet on her. I don't know. I'm a bit scared. I'll be honest. I'm a bit scared to bet on her. For some reason, I'm a bit scared. 9-4 hasn't fought since 2020. That's true. She hasn't fought for a while. Like, they control your notifications, and some people heavily rely on notifications to see who uploaded. 39 years old, says my IQ is 2. Makes sense. Yeah, they do control your notifications, that is true. But sometimes people don't get notified. You're not the first who complained. Dominated in both UFC fights. But I am very, very glad that people still want to chat, that people are still here. It really, when you're still here, when you're motivating me, it really gives me wings. And these wings are letting me continue. I am carried by the fans' wings, so that really gives me wings to progress, to fight etc. But 15 more minutes I will be live, just to know. This is a short stream today as I'm extremely tired. And I was writing, I was doing some other jobs. So, yeah, today was pretty much a trashy day for me. I was having many obligations, and I'm also thinking about. I will see whether I have some job to write or not. I'm thinking about working another job, so maybe I'm gonna do some delivery job. Just saying, maybe some 10, 20 hours per week, just to see how is it gonna go. But I do have a feeling that I might do that job. I will see whether I'm gonna accept or not, but if I have time, I might do another job. Because on some days I'm really bored. Yeah, part-time job, like 10, 15 hours per week. Like, it's really a part-time job. I like to have more part-time jobs. I don't like having like one job, only one job. I don't like that because I actually hate having one job. Because having one job is always it's risky. I don't know, I'm a bit scared. It's risky to have only one job, so I like having more of them. I'm planning to do multiple stuff too. Yeah, it's okay. Like, having multiple jobs is always better than having one job, because if you have one job, what, for example, if you lose it one day, which is not unlikely to happen. I mean, today anybody can lose the job. Anybody can lose his job today. Unfortunately, we live in the time of transition, and anybody can win or lose his job. So, but maybe it's gonna be a part-time job. I will see what am I going to do. But other than that, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling really, really much fine. But doing multiple stuff is always better. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, doing multiple stuff is always better. Especially for me, especially like, I will see, just a part-time job. That's gonna be fine. And they like pay pretty much well for Serbian conditions. They pay pretty much well, so it's like the salary is pretty much above average. So I will see whether I'm going to accept that or not, but there is a chance I might accept it. But I will not stop streaming. Nobody will stop me from streaming, because streaming is my life. I mean, UFC is my life, and nobody is going to move me away from the UFC. That's very much unlikely to happen. Because for me, UFC is life. There's nothing better in this world than UFC, and some people, some people are not fighting enough, and me, I am pretty much fighting enough. Anyways, I have to go. See you later, White. Oh, thank you so much for being in the chat. I will be 10 more minutes. Like, I'm only doing half an hour stream today, unfortunately. I'm only doing half an hour as I'm extremely tired. Tomorrow I'm gonna have longer stream. In the case you don't know, tomorrow I'm gonna have very, very much longer stream. So yeah, shoot in with questions. 10 more minutes, I'm staying live. I know reactions from the vein were pretty much epic. Those reactions, man. Simply love them. What else can you say? Got to love the boys. Yeah, got to love the boys. Especially you got to love Glover Teixeira. You got to love Hill for their 10 stare down. And Moreno Shashin hecklers. Oh man, Moreno Shashi's hecklers. That's something I pretty much enjoy to see. Like Francis Ngannou detailed breakdown with Dana White, said White's ego accusation an excuse, and also he explained why he passed an UFC deal for free agency. In that contract, I'm not free. Also, Petrian versus Merab Dvalishvili agreed for March 11th. That is also something. That is also something I pretty much like. That match. That match is something I pretty much enjoy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that match. That match is defo gonna make me happy. I think it will be a pleasure for our ears, that match. Also, let me check the news briefly. Uh, with head coach absent, Jessica Andrade's grandma corners her at UFC 283. Really? Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury targeted for February 25th. Davison Figueiredo open to fighting for UFC bantamweight title next, as long as it's not Henry Cejudo. Christina Williams' hopeful Invicta FC 51 title win leads to UFC call. James Gallagher returns from 16-month layoff to fight Leandro Higo at Bellator 292. John Jones wanted Stipe Miocic fight more than Francis Ngannou. I was really bummed it didn't happen. UFC reaffirms Jeff Molina barred from promotion after Nevada Athletic Commission suspension. Many much interested headlines. Yeah, I've seen many interesting headlines here. But Moreno like saying shush to hecklers. It was an epic reaction of Brandon Moreno. Yeah, I'm gonna add that UFC event. I'm covering every single UFC event, but do I have to be a part of the system? Well, that's $1 million question. I don't know, man. I honestly got no idea how everything is gonna play out, though. 6 more minutes. If you have questions, go shoot in, please. Well, I know the majority of you are like trying to get the best of it. So, yeah, I'll be live for 5 more minutes. But these news are like with Jan versus Dvalishvili set. That's gonna be a great fight. Really, that's gonna be a great fight. That's how I see it, as a really great fight coming up. And also, many high level bouts are coming up too. Like for this card, I have 7 bets on this card, which is pretty much interesting. for a guy like me. I have never had that many bets. Any other questions, guys? Alright, I will sit here for 3 more minutes. But I know Wednesday is like a rocky day for streaming. Alright, few more minutes. I'm here, then I'm leaving. Yeah, anything else you would like to ask? Anything else you'd like to ask? Alright, guys, I have to go now. Need to get some sleep, need to hit the hay. And just to inform you, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying with me. And alright, this is going to be nice. Tomorrow I'm going to have a longer stream. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye and catch you later, my little lads. You're the best.